Om Namah Shivaya, Episode 3, Chapter 1, verses 1 to 25. The war begins. Chapter 1 is entitled Arjuna's Sorrow, and the root cause of our sorrow is ignorance. And the Gita teaches us how to remove ignorance and discover that absolute bliss is our nature. The background of the Gita is based upon a kingdom that belongs to the Pandavas, and Yudhishthira was the rightful ruler. However, Duryodhana, their cousin, occupied the throne, which is unlawful, for which the Pandavas were responsible to take the challenge and restore Dharma. Sri Krishna's proposal was, one side can have him who will not fight or lift a weapon, and the other side can have his entire army. And Arjuna, being the youngest, was given the first choice, and he chose the non-fighting Sri Krishna. Arjuna wanted Sri Krishna nearby and fight, so he requested him to drive his chariot, which Sri Krishna agreed, because it will be fun to see the show as he will have the front view. So Arjuna hands over his chariot, horses and himself, and every arrow to reach Arjuna must pass Sri Krishna. In the same manner, when we keep righteousness, Dharma, as our principle in life, Dharma will protect us. The Gita begins with Dhritarashtra seated in his palace, asking Sanjaya, "What indeed did my people and the Pandavas do, assembled in Kurukshetra, desiring to fight?" The first verse starts with Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre, showing the importance of Dharma in our life. This body, Kurukshetra, must be made Dharmakshetra. In the Gita, righteousness, Dharma, is represented by the Pandavas, and unrighteousness by the Kauravas. And in a war situation, unrighteousness dominates. That is why there are 100 Kauravas to 5 Pandavas. Then Sanjaya, who was given the divine eyes to see what was happening at the battlefield, reports that Duryodhana, having inspected both the armies, goes to his teacher Drona to assess their overall strength. We may wonder why he goes to his teacher when his commander-in-chief was Bhishma, his grandfather. Because he was sure Bhishma was on his side, but he was not sure of Drona. Because to Drona, the Pandavas were his dearest disciples. So to instigate Drona against the Pandavas, he said, "Look at Arjuna and Bhima, the strong ones on the Pandavas side, to indicate whatever they have learned from you, now they are going to use it against you." And even during the battle, he was taunting Drona that he was not fighting his best because his heart was with the Pandavas. Then he named Bhishma, who had the boon that death will only come to him when he chooses. And Sri Krishna was so impressed with Bhishma's strength that at one point he picked up his chakra, and remembering his promise, he stopped. But seeing this was enough for Bhishma to give up at the end. Then Duryodhana concludes that his side, being well protected by Bhishma, has 11 divisions, whereas the Pandavas had only 7. And that he has organized it in such a manner that the Pandavas cannot capture Bhishma. And as long as Bhishma was safe, they were safe. In the din of the battlefield, Duryodhana had to shout. And when Bhishma heard this, he knew he needed no one's protection. So to encourage Duryodhana, he let out a huge war cry. Bhishma, the grandfather of the Kuru dynasty, blew his conch, alerting everyone to be ready. Suddenly, kettle drums cow horns, trumpets were blasted forth, which was earth-shaking indeed. And simultaneously, all the Kauravas blew their conches. Then Sri Krishna and Arjuna, seated in their grand chariot, driven by white horses, also sounded their divine conches. Sri Krishna sounded his Panchajanya, Arjuna his Devadatta, and Bhima his huge conch pounder. The sound of their conches was so tremendous, it pierced the heart of the sons of Dhritarashtra. It reverberated and echoed, waves after waves, bouncing from the earth to the sky and back again. The Pandavas' war cry created panic on the opposite side. Then Arjuna, with Lord Hanuman on his banner and Sri Krishna as his driver, seeing the sons of Dhritarashtra in front, picked up his bow. He was waiting for this day. From childhood, his cousin Duryodhana had done him so much injustice. He was the center of target for jealousy and hatred because Arjuna was Drona's dearest disciple. As a result, all his 100 cousins grew up nursing jealousy, and Arjuna was their target. So Arjuna was waiting for this day to release his pent-up anger. This is the psychology of the entire Gita. We must do our duties to purify our mind, not to release our pent-up anger. Otherwise, our anger will destroy us. And this is seen by Arjuna commanding Sri Krishna to place his chariot in such a position that he can see all those who have assembled to support his unrighteous cousins. Then Sanjaya reports that Sri Krishna placed the best of the chariot between the two armies, right in front of Bhishma and Drona, to indicate Arjuna, please look at the Pandavas who have gathered here. Bhishma and Drona are the two people Arjuna has to fight. Drona was Arjuna's revered teacher. Bhishma was his grandfather on whose lap he grew up, and they shared a very special relationship. The message being conveyed here is, if we allow anger and fear to control our emotion, then doing our duties will be like killing our dearest grandfather and teacher. With this, we take a short break before we continue. Om Namah Shivaya.